Forget New Year's resolutions. What's going on, Secoya Nation? This is Dr. Schilling bringing you today's daily insights. And I'm sure most of you are either asleep or celebrating the new year, getting it ringing in here. So I want to bring you 7 key tips for making this coming year, 2023, your best year ever. And this can be applied to any year, so forget the year for that fact. But there's a special one at the end that you never want to miss, because if you do, it'll take some of the joy out of the process. So what do you do instead of New Year's resolutions? Well, my suggestion to you would be to do daily resolutions. Now, what does that look like? So what are your daily resolutions? Like, what are your habits on a daily basis? What are you resolving to do every morning? Are you moving your body? You're nourishing your body? Are you providing proper sleep? Are you bathing yourself adequately? Whatever that is for you. What's that daily resolution? Are you dedicating time to reading? Dedicating time to mindset? What does that look like for you? So number 1 is, what are my goals? Identify them in all areas of your life. Number 2 is, like, what are the challenges that I'm going to face as I try to achieve the goals that I have set out for? And again, you might say, well, these days of the week I have the kids, or these days of the week I have, underwater basket weaving, and this screws up my schedule, so that's going to be a hindrance to me achieving my goals every day. So identifying the hindrance, or the setbacks, or the barricades, or the roadblocks to you succeeding every day. So that's number 2. Number 3 is, if you identify a challenge, what am I going to do to overcome it? And if we think about what steps are going to, what tripping stones are going to come in your way every day, what can we do to identify them first and be honest with ourselves about what that means, and then what do we do about them afterward? So once we've identified the challenges and we've figured out a plan to overcome them, which is not always easy, but we can, where there's a will, there's a way, and then we can move on to asking ourselves, who do we need to get advice from? Who do we need to get counsel from? Who do we need to find mentorship from in order to achieve the things we've never done before? Because I can guarantee you, if you want to accomplish something, somebody else has already done it in the world. So whether they're living or dead, whether their legacy is available to you on YouTube or Facebook or Google or wherever it is, there's information out there that has been paved by most people who have done what you want to accomplish. So there's nothing really out there that's new. It's just a matter of people have skipped over the wisdom of everything and try to take on sort of the information age. So number 5 is, like, what are the daily habits and routines that I'm going to have to instill, whether that's how I'm putting food in my body, how I'm moving my body, how I'm thinking about my life, how I'm communicating my relationships, how I'm doing my work in my professional life. What are your routines, your habits that you're going to do on a daily basis, moving your body, thinking, and there's even a book called Think and Grow Rich. If you haven't heard of it, Napoleon Hill's a great author. What are you going to do on a daily basis for your routines and your habits? One of the things most people face is a lack of motivation, or a lack of how do I stay accountable? And so when we think about that, who can you find as an accountability partner? We're doing a life transformation process right now with a beta group within the Secoya Nation family, and people are signing up to transform their bodies, but also transform their lives. We're going to work on mindset. We're going to work on feeding our body, fueling our body, moving our body, and finding ways to decrease stress. So that's part of our body transformation program we're working on right now. It's going to be unleashed in January with a beta group, and then to the masses after that. But what are your daily habits and routines you're going to use every day for your mindset, for your career, for you as a person, as a parent, as a coworker, as a sibling, friend, whatever it might be? So how are you going to stay motivated? And then what resources or tools am I going to have to find? Is that a babysitter? Is that a neighbor that can let the kids in? I don't know what your situation is, but do I need to get imperfect produce? Do I need to get a CSA? Do I need to dedicate time every day to listen to YouTube videos or find mentors and podcasts and stuff like that can give me the tools that I don't have now? That's going to be really important for you to do. And so those are the first 7 steps that I would recommend. And the last one is also the most important, which is celebrate your wins as you go. Because if you're not celebrating your wins as you meet the daily milestones, you're never going to appreciate everything you've gone through. And most people say they set aside how they feel in order to accomplish something. And what I would submit to you is that there's nothing more important than how you feel. So first of all, decide how you want to feel on your journey to accomplishing whatever you want to accomplish. And that's going to make it more fulfilling than anything. So just to recap, What are your goals? What are your challenges? What are your plans to overcome your challenges? What advice or support can you get? What habits and routines are you going to form on a daily basis? How can I find an accountability partner, stay motivated, and things like that? What resources, tools, courses, podcasts, whatever I might need, books, things like that are going to help me stay on the course to accomplishing what I'm going to do on a daily basis. And then, of course, celebrating those wins along the way. And so those are 8 really critical things you can use on your journey in this coming year. But make it a daily affirmation, a daily resolution. It's not a yearly thing. You got to take the small steps in order to accomplish the big things. And the small days that you might have a crappy day, the crappy days you'll get over those faster because you have a longer term vision, whether it's a year, a month, 5 years, whatever it is. When your why is big enough, any how can be overcome. So I just want to plant that seed in your mind. So happy New Year's Eve to all of you. Watch this over if you didn't get it. I know I talk a little fast, but hopefully you guys are having a great evening and having fun celebrating the new year. Everybody's hunkered down here. I'm the only one up. So that's what happens when you got kids. All right, guys. Happy New Year to you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Daily Insights. All right, bye.